Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So we got the crypto market here on Sunday morning. The market cap is at 196.2 billion. It's creeping up slowly, but Bitcoin dominance is also going up. Bitcoin trading right now at 74.12, Ethereum 131, and XRP 0.195, 19.5 cents. Everything is up a little bit. Bitcoin up 1.13, Ethereum 2.74, and XRP up 1.31. So nothing unusual, guys. Everything is still moving to the beat of Bitcoin. You can see it in the chart here. This is XRP on the daily, and you can see that a little bit of volume is pushing some buyers to buy up some XRP. You can see it a little bit more prominently on the hourly. And I know yesterday I said, you don't really need to look at the hourly if you're hodling long term, but if you just want to look at the price action within the last several hours or several days in more detail, this is how you would do it. So we saw XRP go up to 0.1977 only a few hours ago. It took a dip down here all the way back down to 0.1944 and now trading at 0.1952. So trying to climb its way back up there. Let's see if that trend continues. And if you look at Bitcoin on the same time frame, you can see the same kind of pattern forming. So XRP just following Bitcoin as it tends to do at this moment in time. Guys, I saw this from the Daily Hodl. The man behind Ripple's push to boost XRP says blockchain and crypto will radically transform the global financial ecosystem. And this just a quote from Ethan Beard. We know all these people at Ripple are kind of on the same page, have that company line that they're trying to promote. And so he did an episode of the Ripple Drop as well. We know Ethan Beard is the head of Spring. He says, I predict that over the next decade, we're going to see blockchain and cryptocurrencies really replace the entire underpinnings and the infrastructure of the financial system. And the way money moves will touch a cryptocurrency somewhere in that stack. It may not be that end users will be using XRP or Bitcoin to buy things, but any payment that you make will touch blockchain, will touch a cryptocurrency in some form. Now, he's not saying XRP directly, but I'm going to get into the reason why I do think it will be XRP a little later on. So this just, again, company line quotes here from Ethan Beard. My aha moment for blockchain and crypto really came as I start to dig into the world of payments, and I realized that the way digital payments work today is all of us just passing around IOUs to everybody. So nothing is actually being settled instantaneously. As we know, Ripple Tech can solve that problem. He goes on to say whether it's through PayPal or Venmo or something like that, it's just a bunch of IOUs being passed. Whereas with blockchain and with cryptocurrency, you can actually send true value through the blockchain, and there's no intermediary, no IOUs involved. So the fact that he thinks blockchain will really disrupt the system really speaks volumes to where this company, where Ripple and their representatives, because I mean, he's saying this as an individual, but he is really a representative of Ripple, even through the Spring Initiative. It's interesting to see how these guys are so confident to say, most payments will touch blockchain in the next decade, but they're not really saying it's going to be Ripple. They're not saying that because they don't want to seem like they have the stronghold on the market. I'm going to get back to that topic in a sec, but first here, guys, I saw this from the Bearable Bull, at the Bearable Bull on Twitter. Judy Shelton, Fed Reserve confirmation to be held at or before December 31st, 2019, so New Year's Eve at 11:59 p.m. So they will announce the confirmation of Judy Shelton to the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. So that's big. And the reason that's big, thanks so much, by the way, at the Bearable Bull on Twitter for posting this. The reason it's big is because she's a crypto bull. So guys, this was published back in July, as you can see up here, July 13th, 2019. Trump's Fed pick isn't just a gold bug, she's also a crypto bull. This is just an article explaining that. I won't go into this too much. There's even a little video here from Squawk on the Street with a little clip from Judy Shelton. So that's important, okay? That's going to be very important for the future of cryptocurrency in the United States especially. She is one of the ones advocating specifically for the U.S. to return the U.S. dollar to the gold standard, which, in decades past, we've just been printing money because the US dollar had been decoupled from the gold standard, and it just backed on promises, politicians' promises. And, that is problematic for the economy. You can't really run a proper economy or have a thriving, robust, healthy economy if There's just, the opportunity to print money at will, in too much debt, just print more money, throw more money at it. So she's got some ideas that I'm sure go counter to some in the system currently, but cryptocurrency friendly, gold friendly. This is very significant, and this will happen before the decade switches over. Guys, I saw this from the XRP arcade, and this is a long interview with MARJAN from Ripple. It was done on December 23rd by FINTEK.PL. It's a Polish outlet here. So they were asking MARJAN a bunch of things about XRP and Ripple. Guys, I'll link the entire article here if you want to read it. I'm not going to get into the first few answers here because a lot of it is just, talking about XRP, how it's used, talking about Ripple, the company, all the stuff that we already know. And here you can see that company line thing crop up again. Historically, so here's the question. Cryptocurrencies are often referred to as the largest economic bubble of the 21st century. Do you think the crypto factor adds real value to the economy? And MARJAN responds, historically, there's been a lot of hype in the crypto industry. There are many players on the market who work on experimental solutions. We know about 3,000 various crypto assets. What problems do they solve? If they're used only for speculation, they do not solve any customer problems. Today, people expect goods and services that will be delivered immediately and easily. For example, when ordering Uber, the entire travel process is a matter of one touch of a smartphone. This is also expected of financial systems. Crypto activity is a great opportunity for banks to be able to make faster, cheaper, and more scalable payments for their clients. So just this point up here with 3,000 different cryptocurrencies in the system and what problems do they solve? We've heard this exact thing from Brad Garlinghouse, right? There are so many cryptocurrency assets right now floating around. Many of them don't solve problems, and it'll be those ones that do solve problems that will thrive in the future. Probably a handful, probably 1% of what currently exists. FINTEK.PL continues by asking, good, but how do you use blockchain? Do you think this technology is the future of financial markets? And MARJAN responds, in our opinion, the combination of blockchain technology with digital assets is the future of financial services, in particular in the settlement of cross-border payments. Our blockchain in payments report shows that already 97% of respondents are implementing or analyzing the possibility of using blockchain technology. So this coming from their own report, this coming from their own findings, 97% of respondents say that they're implementing and or analyzing the possibility of using blockchain technology to achieve their business goals. That is an overwhelming majority. So when Ethan Beard says, back here, I'm going to go back here, when he says he is fairly confident that blockchain will change the way payments are conducted in the next decade, he is not guessing. I'm sure he realizes more than he's letting on. And so when you're seeing these figures up on the screen and when you've done, research, you've done your own research on this, Ripple has, clearly they realize the scope of the problem, of course, obviously first, but secondly, those next businesses, companies, governments, central banks, whomever that they are looking to target. FINTEK.PL asks, it seems that the SWIFT system is probably your biggest rival. And MARJAN responds, SWIFT still uses the same one-way messaging and is not connected to any billing process. SWIFT does not deal with liquidity management and transaction settlement, which is a big part of the problem for banks. In addition, SWIFT is used for high-value banking and low turnover payments, while RippleNet is used for high turnover but for very small value transactions, mainly to and from emerging markets. At least that is what Ripple is doing today. The best part is Ripple can scale this, and this is just coming from me, not from MARJAN. Ripple can scale this at any point. They are starting with these low value, high turnover transactions because they want to perfect it. They really want to prove to the rest of the world that this works on this scale. And, some of their bigger partners like MoneyGram are helping them along for the ride with that. She goes on to make several other interesting points here. They talk a little bit about the JPM coin and how Ripple does not see that as a threat whatsoever. As we've talked about in former videos. Anyways, guys, I'm going to link this whole interview in the description if you want to read further. Then I saw this on Twitter from @Joker_XRP, the perfect cryptocurrency is XRP. And this is what I really found interesting. Okay, so this is a report from You Today, and here's the report here. XRP BTC make almost perfect cryptocurrency, says a prominent crypto analyst. But what this guy doesn't realize is that he doesn't have all his facts straight. So let me get into this. Bitcoin and XRP are among the top 3 cryptocurrencies, and both are currently the most popular coins with loyal and supportive communities. A guest Forbes and CNBC trader and a popular Bitcoin analyst on TradingView, Jacob Canfield, says that they lack just a little to be rightfully called perfect cryptos. So he goes on to say 3 aspects that make the perfect cryptocurrency. When talking to the crypto analyst Scott Melker, Jacob Canfield says that a perfect cryptocurrency must have 3 crucial aspects. 1, to be secure, 2, to be scalable, and 3, to be decentralized. Well, guess which one he thinks XRP lacks? That's right, decentralization. And we all know that that's just a joke. At this point in time, that is a joke. We've had David Schwartz go on the record and discuss this. Both BTC and XRP lack just one aspect of those. As per him, he believes that BTC can make a great store of value and XRP could be used as a medium of exchange. So with regards to XRP, 3 aspects that make the perfect cryptocurrency: security, scalability, decentralization. One can be a great store of value and the other a great medium of exchange. But he says XRP lacks decentralization. The latter is very important for crypto, he says, and it makes it secure and non-censorable. So he's thinking again as XRP as this contender to Bitcoin in this way that these anarchists want to think that all cryptocurrencies should behave this way. They have this ideology and they think that, you know, since it's run by this company, which it actually isn't, which is actually a false statement, XRP is in fact decentralized because of the way the nodes verify the transactions. So despite that fact, he has this ideological view of cryptocurrencies, and XRP doesn't fit in that because of in his opinion, it needs to be decentralized, which it is, which he's gotten wrong. Anyways, according to him then, it does indeed tick off all 3 boxes. It is secure, it is scalable, and it is indeed decentralized. Jacob Canfield, I hope you learned something today. And finally, I saw this on Twitter. Stephen Bull from the DEP. So at DEPSon on Twitter, and this is essentially just a statement from Stephen DEP. He usually puts out some great research, some stuff that is very kind of difficult to find. It's the stuff that you really have to dig for to find. He says, people have been accusing me of creating hypes lately. Not really. Number 1, all I did was look for hidden factual info and share it on Twitter. Number 2, a hype cannot be created by just one individual like myself. It takes effort from people collectively. And this is very interesting because, you know, Stephen DEP does find those rare diamonds in the rough. He posts them for all of us to see. And that's just it. You know, hype is created. Yeah, a lot of people think that the XRP army is hyping the token and hyping Ripple. But we've got a really enthusiastic community with a lot of smart people. And everybody's doing their part to contribute to the research. You know, and we're always all finding these little pieces of information and we're all kind of puzzling it together on Twitter. And, you know, you see a clip here and a clip there and a news article here and a news article there. And then the wheels start turning in your brain. And you think to yourself, boy, this thing really does have legs. This thing could be something really, really big someday. And you latch onto it and you put it out there and then other people latch onto it. And I suppose that creates a seemingly certain type of hype. But guys, realistically, that's not hype. Those are just facts strung together. So, Stephen DEP, we all got your back, buddy. Facts are facts, and research is difficult to do. Thanks so much for everything you do for the community. Anyway, do you guys think the XRP token is being hyped up? Or can you see little by little, day by day, that all these pieces seem to be coming together? That everything you're learning every single day are singular pieces to a bigger puzzle that'll make us all wealthy one day. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.